Hello. Good morning, girls. Welcome to this induction program, day 5. So I think you're all waiting to take your aptitude test. So when you look at the question paper, you understand what aptitude is all about. It is not just aptitude, it is also logic. So basically, please remember one important point, that when you are doing trying to answer every question, you have to read it. So you understand, like the very first question, I don't want to tell you what the first question is. I can say it is more about English. So read carefully, then you will understand. So this is what is that logic you apply. For example, what is the relationship between A and B? If B is the father, if C is the sister, like I think you know certain questions like this. But it is very interesting to answer. Do not miss this. Take this, and as soon as this is over, at 10:30, I'm going to address you all about our curriculum, our syllabus, our timings. Very important session. So I would like to have everyone listening to me. Okay. And after that, at 11, you have on health and nutrition lecture by Dr. Bakhtiar Chowdhury. He is a leading doctor in the city. And this is a very, very important lecture for all of us, because he's going to speak about how one has to be fit. Staying fit is something now it has become impossible, and now pandemic has proved us that in spite of taking all precautions, one might fall sick. So he's going to give you a lot of inputs about how you have to stay fit, and how what is the importance of being healthy in our life, because we all know that our health is wealth. And you also please ensure that your elders are also listening to this, watching him, because he is going to give very, very important inputs on it. And of course, tomorrow is going to be our day 6 with this induction program, where you have your English test, diagnostic test, again followed by a very important lecture. So I believe now it is time for you to take the test, girls. Wish you all the best. The link has been shared. You may take the test. Good morning, girls. So please submit your aptitude test because our guest is waiting for us. So please submit on the submit button. Now here I am to give an introduction to read about our profile about our very esteemed guest, Dr. Professor S. Bakhtiyar Chowdhury. He is an MD from Switzerland and DLit from Sri Lanka and PhD from USA. Professor Major Dr. S. Bakhtiyar Chowdhury, a retired war veteran and a well-known sports medicine specialist of the country. He served Indian Army and Apollo hospitals for a decade each, and currently is the director of Hyderabad Spine Clinics, Hyderabad Sports Medicine Education and Research Foundation. He is the visiting faculty to many premier institutions responsible for training of IPS, IAS, and IRS officers and many universities. So Dr. Chowdhury is the president of Indian Federation of Sports Medicine and is the president of Indian Association for Occupational Health and the Vice President of Life Saving Society of India. He had discovered many new diseases related to occupational health and was awarded prestigious Sir Adeshwar Lal Dalal Oration Award. Dr. Bakhtiyar Chowdhury is appreciated for his service to the country, and he represented many national and international sports teams as sports medicine team doctor like cricket, boxing, rowing, athletics, and hockey. And he treated many world-class players. You might be wondering, players like Mike Gating, Adam Gilchrist, VVS Lakshman, and many IPL players also. And he has treated many celebrities like Chandrababu Naidu and many film stars like Balakrishna Garu, Venkatesh Garu, Rajendra Prasad Garu, and Anil Kapoor. And he contributed more than 1,000 articles in newspapers, magazines, and is a popular expert faculty in most television channels, including Discovery Channel, and on healthcare issues. And he made 500 plus YouTube films free for public. So he developed and participated in 600 TV programs, and he has many blogs and podcasts to his credit. And Dr. Bakhtiyar Chowdhury has developed new methods for sports training and injury assessment, management, and rehabilitation. He is considered as an authority in workplace ergonomics, e-waste management, fitness training, and fitness nutrition. And he has contributed original research with regard to medical problems related to IT professionals, fitness of school children, housewives, and environmental studies, has many publications to his credit, and his garden won 2 world records for maximum collection of plants. So he is also a lover of plants. So he has many plants in a small residential place, which is worth noted. And he was awarded with Hall of Fame award for his multifarious personality. He holds a Guinness Book nomination for adventurous sports. So my God, he is into everything. And he holds a black belt in karate and trained in many varieties for martial arts, and is a reputed painter, photographer, dancer, and a horticulturalist, and an animal lover, wildlife conservator, and an educationist. And he published 2 coffee table books on birds. He's been always a celebrity in Indian media. So this is your like highly fortunate girls to have Bakhtiyar Chowdhury sir as our guest. And one small notice, I was also his patient. Sir might not remember because a decade ago I visited you when he had his clinic in Somajiguda. So very fortunate to have you here, sir. I know you will actually today inspire not only our students, because I pass the message that even elders, their parents, everyone should watch it. So I hope this program would go successfully. So I'd like to hand over. Yeah. I'd like to hand over. Sir, did you put yourself? Yeah, you are speaking. So I'd like to hand over this session to our esteemed speaker. Thank you, girls. Stay tuned.
Yes, Chandrika madam, good morning. How to share my slides? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute.
Can I share? That's what.
Yeah.
There is no sharing option seen to me. Share your screen, yes? Hello? Is it happening? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sharing is not
Yes,
happening.
sir.
No, I have shared my slide. Can you see slides? Can you see? Yeah? Can
Yes,
you
sir.
Yes, sir, we are able to hear you.
No, can you see my slide? Please talk to me.
Yes, sir, we are able to hear you.
No, can you see my slide? I have shared a slide. PPT, can you see my PPT?
Yes, sir. It's visible actually.
Visible? Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Okay. My dear students, parents, teachers, and everybody, especially I welcome you on this very nice, cool day. Now, you're all joining this college, wonderful college. You have got good teachers, good environment, one big tree in your compound, and yet your college is in the middle of the city. So I visited once or twice. Now, the beauty is India has 600 million youth, and you are among them. And by another 10, 15 years, India may harbor maximum number of youth in the world. That means we are the strongest country because youth is the shoulder of the country. Provided youth behave responsibly, take the responsibility of the country, and they contribute, they take care of their own people, not only parents and everybody, and they should take care of their earth. So youth has a very, very greater responsibility than anybody else. Another point, my dear young students, earlier days in 1950s, old people used to die at the age of around 45 to 50 years. Today, there are a lot of people living beyond 70 years. It calls for more responsibility, more patience to look after your grandparents and older parents and so on. So India has youth. Youth need to be trained well, and their responsibilities are going to be much more than when we were youth. Our responsibility was smaller, but you're going to have a lot responsibility. Now, what is the today's student outlook? If you look at him, most people want to show their Indian tradition. They talk about Indian tradition, but they want to live a Western life, Western style of life. So this is a problem of a desi. In US, all NRI Indians are called desis. They also suffer from with this phenomena. They want to show off the Indian tradition, but they want to lead a life of a Western life. The gadgets, the language, the behavior, we are trying to mimic. We are not being us. So there is a confusion. My dear students, you're all very, very, very intelligent, but your intelligence has to be put somewhere. You need to utilize your intelligence. That is wisdom. Wisdom is application of your intelligence. It should result in action. Now, teachers, schools, our society, parents, they have progressed tremendously with respect to technology. See, now we are streaming YouTube, Facebook, and different media live, we are streaming. But a lot of us do not have basic mannerisms. We need to learn mannerisms. We need to have very sound, smooth behavior. Everybody should come to you. Oh, my dear, please shake hand or do namaste. So you should be like a magnet. You should attract many people around you. Your attraction begins with your positive attitude and how your mannerisms are there. How many schools, children, college students know which hand to hold fork, which hand with, to be holding the spoon? Spoon and fork and knife, how to hold? We do not know. I know we eat with the hand, but still we are eating with these in hotel, in parties. And we do not know how to behave on a dining table, how to behave in front of a teacher, how to behave with a colleague. And last but most important, a lot of young boys, they lack good behavior towards girls. They think girls is only to make a girlfriend and pirao. No. Girl is girl or a woman is a part of your family, like your mother, sister, wife, brother, sister-in-law. There are so many women in your family. Why do we throw acid? Why do we have so much of crime in the country? Because we are not learning how to behave with our colleague, girls, ladies, women. And the another important issue, everybody is talking about forest trees. But how many of you really know how to plant a tree? We do not know. Basic occupations. What basic occupation? The other day I told a boy to fix up a 2-pin electrical plug. He didn't even remove the outer layer of the wire. That insulation wire he didn't remove. He just taped it. He doesn't know that insulation on your metal wire is not a conductive material for electricity. Viewing about marriage. I know you are young children about marriage, but still, after 20 years, the marriage begins, especially for girls. What about marriage? People think marriage is a burden and people are getting married very, very late. The human biological cycle has been disturbed. I asked the other day one girl, why are you joining engineering? The girl said, sir, I must start with my pay at least 25 lakhs a year. I said, my dear, it took me 35 years to earn 1 lakh rupees. But we did enjoy with 3,000 rupees salary and 1 lakh salary. And very, very bad thing. People think looking after health is doctor's job. Sorry. Doctor cannot sorry. What happened? A lot of people think doctor's responsibility is to look after the health, not our responsibility. And finally, everybody is looking at money, 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 money. Lakhs of people have died all over the world. They didn't take their money with them. They earned crores and crores. But there are people who have less money, happy life, living happily even after corona infection. My dear students, you need to reform all these problems. You use your intelligence. You learn basic mannerisms, behavior. Don't think it is a old fashion. There is no fashion for behavior. You must learn to behave throughout your life. Fighting on the road, drinking and driving, abusive language, using wrongly your phone, not understanding the nature around you, your basic mannerisms on an office table, classroom table, dining table. And you must have at least certain basic occupations yourself to connect a wire, to clean a house, to repair a small tap, to do a small carpentry work, to apply your garden. And as you grow, think of marriage. It's a part of life cycle. You cannot delete. Education is not for money making. Education is to become a very sensible person. Colleges don't give certificate. They make you more intelligent and they enrich with you a good source of wisdom, and they're going to prepare you as a good citizen for your life. Money earning is completely different. Now, where is the problem? A lot of people must be watching in YouTube or any other forms of live streaming. Now, we are three people in this world. First is our parents. Second, we ourselves as a student or a learner. Everybody is a student throughout life. I am a student, your teacher is a student, you are a student, your parent is a student. Because learning does not stop anywhere. Your teacher, the one who gives you knowledge, the one who directs you to your betterment of life, the one who leads you to reach where you want to go. So education is an amalgam between these people. That's how, if you go through this triangle properly, with all angles are equal, then you make a very good citizen. And education is not to award you degree, not to earn money. These are all outcomes of education. A good degree certificate, good amount of money, these are all outcomes of your education. If you are educated properly, these things will happen automatically. At the same time, you don't have to be 100 out of 100 to get all this. There are a lot of mediocre students also have done very well. Kapil Dev, Sachin Tendulkar, Bill Gates. There are so many people in the world, mediocre people, but they have done excellent progress in their life. They have contributed tremendously. Now let us look at the teacher. Who is the teacher? This lecture is not for only students. Students, you come across different types of teachers. Each one can choose what teacher you want. There is a teacher who is very strict. Till all our teachers were like this. They are very passionate in teaching, but they are a little bit tough. But nowadays we are telling teacher not to show your eyes, not to abuse, obviously, not to beat, yes. But at the same time, there is an age of a student where you need little bit of fear from a teacher. You can't be fearless throughout, especially Indian population. And there are some teachers who are demonstrable, who can show their actions. I love these teachers. Just telling is not enough, you must demonstrate. For example, I am a sports medicine teacher. If I am not able to show you some exercise, I am not a good teacher. Remember, students, always students love teachers who can demonstrate, who can perform. But I feel very pity on some education institutions. Students have passed out without seeing a test tube, without seeing a retard stand, without producing a chlorine in their lab, without producing oxygen in their lab, without dissecting a frog, without dissecting a pigeon or a rat. Very sad. Unfortunately, our medical colleges also have become rot. They are not dissecting a dead body to learn. They're only seeing on YouTube. Very, very sad. As a medical student of Gandhi Medical College, I have done so much of dissection. For almost 1.5 years, we had every day 3 hours of dissection. There was no dearth of dead bodies to dissect. So practical demonstration, practical participation is a very important. Students, you must try out everything. Then communication. Teachers and students and parents. It's very simple. What you talk, the other person should understand. Your communication has to be very, very soft. My dear students, when you go to interview for a job, when you attend a Viva voice for examination, your communication is all that matter. In medical sciences, in IITs, apart from theory exams, the Viva voice is very, very important to pass out. Because if you know, you should be able to communicate orally. You can write better on a paper. So, my dear teacher, you be demonstrable. Don't be too strict, but at the same time, learn respect from students so that you are strict. Attitude. Now, whole world has become a negative attitude. If you see newspaper, we have all negative news. Why? Because people respond more readily to a negative news than a positive news. If somebody encountered somebody, we'd like to see the news. Your whole of WhatsApp is full of negative news. If you eat this, this will happen. If you do this, that will happen. Nobody will tell you, "Arey, relax, enjoy life. Be happy, be helpful, give your things to others, share." Positive attitude develops in sharing, in helping, in giving. It may be a glass of water to a plant, it's still sharing. Fourth point, most important, is very, very important. I am very, very upset with the students. Every student must have a style. Just now, my friend asked, "Why did you put on a tie for a webcam lecture?" I said, "Lecture may be a webcam, but I am seen in a camera. I should be properly dressed." When I went to college, I always had in-shirt. I wore definitely shoes. Now, I have seen online classes. People are shabbily dressed. They have not shaved. They have not had a haircut. They have not changed their dress, same night dress, and they're sitting on a webcam and undertaking a class. Turnout means how you look. You don't have to be beautiful. You don't have to be very, very fair and shiny. It is not that how you are born, it is how you look after yourself, comb yourself, dress yourself properly, wear things correctly, sit, light yourself, lit properly your face so that you are seen in your camera. When you want to make slides, make proper slides so that people understand. You be an inspiration for others. My dear teacher, the other day I gave a lecture to one college. Many teachers were there online. They are also shabbily dressed. They are not ready for a classroom lecture. Every one of us has to have a proper turnout. I want actually school colleges to be in uniform even on your online class. You should have breakfast early and get ready, attend a class. What is harm in it? You be an inspiration and your teacher should be inspiration. Your parents should be inspiration. My dear parents, आप जैसे करोगे बच्चे ऐसी फॉलो करोगे. यथा राजा तथा प्रजा. You are the raja for your child. If you shabbily dress, your children will dress shabbily. We cannot make a change, we cannot bring a change unless these 5 points we follow. We want to show our India as a great country. Like I was an army soldier, I had a bullet in my hand. I went to a war in Sri Lanka. And I have represented India as a sports doctor, served Indian teams. I feel honored because I wore a India coat, India color. You must have a national spirit, patriotic behavior. You must love your country, not only on August 15th and January 26th. All the time you should have respect for your country. This is for parents. I know the parents are also online. Dear parent, Spend some time. Dear student, tell your parent, please, my dear father, mother, sit with me half an hour. Are Baba, I know you are very busy. You are a very productive person. You are a very great businessman. But your teacher can't replace a parent. Out of your busy schedule, after all, you have a children, you have a baby. You give little bit time. Your shortage of time will allow the child to depend on somebody else, peers, outsiders, drugs, dependencies. Why Hyderabad is full of drugs, colleges, film actors, VIPs, rich people? Why? Because there is no time with their own families. That's why they fall upon. My dear parent, if every parent want to make a child a Olympic gold medal, the whole country will have 1.4 billion medals. It is not possible. There's only one person who can run fastest in the world. Not everybody. Have a good aspiration, but not too high. What is our purpose? To make our child healthy. Number one purpose, he should be healthy. Number one, two, he should have a good behavior. Automatically, he will win everybody's heart. A well-behaved person is attracted by everyone. He is a magnet of the society. A well-dressed person will draw respect. I will tell you a simple example. One day I went in a tracksuit to police station. He didn't allow me to sit. But next day, I went in a suit with a tie. He very happily invited me to the police station, gave me a chair to sit. This society sees your outside look. All students, yes, you can have fashions, but at the same time, very neatly fashioned. If you want a fashionable haircut, but yes, it should be properly cut. Competition is good for health, but don't be over ambitious in competition. That will bring you stress. Now, Hyderabad had more than 20,000 talented sports children: cricket, badminton, table tennis, tennis. But we had hardly any champions. Why? Because the parents are pushing the children for a too early competition. Under 14 champion, under 16 champion. Sorry, you have to be a champion after becoming adult. Champion doesn't mean you crush others. It is only you improve yourself to win. It doesn't bring you hatred to bring somebody down. And my dear parents, 5 ungli ek saath nahi hote hain. All your fingers of different size. All your thoughts are different. There is nobody equal to other person in this world. Even twins have a difference in behavior. How can you compare one child to the other? Every day one parent comes to me, I have treated lakh children. One parent says, my other son, when he was 14 years, he was 6'2", but my second son, he is only 5'7". What can I do? My dear, don't ask this question several times. They have their own journey to grow. It is based on their genetics, nutrition, and the genetic composition of their body and DNA. You can't make him a tall person. Everybody can't be Amitabh Bachchan. And it doesn't mean other than Amitabh Bachchan not successful. There are so many successful people. Do not compare in studies, education. Inspiration. Yes, you can have inspiration from somebody. Not compare. Not hatred towards other person. Last, most important, don't get biased. कि ऐसा ही होता है. I want, because I like tennis, I will make my son a Wimbledon champion. It is not going to happen. It is a by chance will happen. He has to love tennis first. Not you. The child has to love. My dear parent, you have to change to bring a change to this world. I have already talked about teacher, now the parent. Now, everyone has to be. Now, see the coronavirus infection. Who are the people who survived? These are the people who are fit. These are the people who had a very good life, healthy life. By nature, all the children are fit only. All the children are fit. By nature, every child, Every child is very fit and active by nature. During schooling, we continue to be active, and during college, we have to be active. As an adult, we have to be active. What is happening now? When you are born, we are very active. Every child wants to run, but when you put in a school, you're putting in a school where intensive program morning 6 to evening 6. He's only sitting. He's becoming a lazy lump. Then he goes to college with a lot of competition. He's becoming inactive. And when he becomes adult, he joins one job. He realizes, I am inactive. I am obese. I am not fit. What to do in my life? But it is too late. They may not be able to learn many skills in adulthood. Learning has to happen in this journey. The fitness journey is very, very important. My dear student, now you have left your school, came to this college. Or you left your intermediate, came to degree college. There is a change. So your known teacher is gone, your chair is changed, your blackboard is changed, class is changed, your principal is changed. Change means you are under stress for a couple of days. Now everybody must be thinking, how I am going to be in this degree college. Stanley College is very one of the very old colleges. Yet for you it is a new. For older students it is old. Very soon you will come to know which student is good, which student is bad, which teacher is strict, which teacher is you can get away. Like Mr. Gangadhar, very soft-spoken teachers also there. And there are other teachers who are very strict also there. Remember, change is inevitable. Your body will change, your dress will change, your mind will change, your income will change, your parents will also change, they become old. Whole world is going to change. And you need to cope with the change. That means we all need to equip ourselves with this change. If you're not able to cope, you're going to land up in stress. Your worry, anxiety, worry, pain, stress, and uncertainty. A lot of people, just for 10 marks, they're committing suicide. Getting a mark is all about a life, or some small love affair, they're committing suicide. Or some anger, they're throwing acid on somebody. We're all students. Is our one language we have is a friendship. All students should be friendly. And you are the foundation of this nation. I told you, 600 million. You are one of the 600 million. You have to cope with the stress. You have to look after your parents. You have to be an inspiration for your colleagues, your younger brother, younger sister. But you are all the time smoking and drinking, fighting. You are no more an inspiration. You may become a burden. Don't become like that. Accept change. All the teachers, you accept change. Online classes have their own problems. Now, somebody told me, how are you going to take an online class to students? I said, I will, because my language is different. I love students because I am also a student. Now, today in my class, we are all sharing this lecture. I am not lecturing them. Change is going to happen. From a cycle, you got a motorcycle. You need to learn the gears. You need money to put petrol. And when you get a car, you have a lot of things. Your license, this thing, that thing, everything is stress. But you have to convert the stress into a positive manner. Learning is a positive manner. Most dangerous thing, my dear teachers, my dear parents, please tell your students that education is not to earn money. Education is to become a a serious citizen, responsible citizen. Money is earned by a real estate guy. Money is earned by Dawood Ibrahim also. Money is earned by a rickshaw fellow, rickshaw puller. And even a beggars also earn crores. You have read in the newspapers. We are not studying. These academic grades are not for a job. Job is an outcome. You note in your diary, job is an outcome. We never studied. I knew that I'm going to become a doctor when I was a young person only. In school only, I used to give injections to people. I used to go work in nursing home in my college, much before joining MBBS, because I had a goal of becoming doctor since childhood. But I never thought I'll have to earn lots of money after becoming a doctor. I never, even today, I never thought. But I am one of those happy doctor who doesn't say I am professionally not satisfied. But a lot of my colleagues say I am not satisfied because they do not understand what is the limit of satisfaction. For example, when I failed in 10th class, I didn't have a counseling. I didn't go to a counselor or a psychiatrist, psychologist. My father said, okay, are you failed in March? You write in September. And I wrote in September and passed 10th class. Then I joined intermediate in New Science College, Amirpet. Then I got very good marks. I wrote entrance exam without any coaching. I got my MBBS seat first. There is no intelligence. It is the education which I had in my school and college. Very nicely focused, not for money, not for job, but these things came automatically. Similarly, sports. There are a lot of sports kids among you. Don't go for a competition from now. Now is only learning journey. Every sportsman has only 15 years of life. A sports person's life is only 15 years. Whether you go to Olympics or not, decided by 15 years of your training. But you join too early young age, you want to win in 10 years of age, 14 years of age, 16 years of age. You will keep on winning this young age. By the time you become adulthood, you are exhausted, you are burnt out, like many children in India. That's why you should not become a champion-centered sports training. You should enjoy sports. If you're doing very well, then you will become automatically champion. Play for fun, then you become a champion. But you want to play to become a champion, you will lose all that fun and you get stressed. Change your focus, my dear. This is what you need to learn. Change your focus. My dear parent, please open your ears and listen to me. My dear teachers, please, when you go to class, first 10 minutes आप एक कहानी बोलो, छोटा सा story. How people have excelled. Where are the scientists? Still we are putting the photographs of Einstein only. Where is the new generation scientists? Where are their photographs? Very few. Why we do not have fundamental scientists? Because our approach towards education is not good. See, gilli danda, marbles, chamma chakka, catapult, top, wheelie, so many. We played for fun, not to become champions. Today, you are exercising to put this photograph in your Facebook, Instagram instantly. And you are not worried about benefits of exercise. You are worried about for whom you have put. To your girlfriend, boyfriend, or your colleagues, your peers. Arey zindagi khud ke liye jiyo, not for others. Do your exercise, enjoy your own body, look at your mirror, look at yourself. Not for Facebook. Yes, you put it in Facebook. I don't say no. But don't do things for this. Do things for you. Today, exercise behavior in youth, they'll all change a new gym every often so that a new photograph comes. And large number of them developed indoor habit. And thanks to Corona also, he pushed us indoor. Exercise adherence is important. Exercise or physical activity, these are lifelong effects. इनको आप कंटिन्यू करना चाहिए. Peer pressure, don't come into pressure, but draw inspiration from peers. साथियों के साथ चल मेरे साथी, तो मेरा हाथी, मेरा दोस्त, मेरे साथी. You go, help yourself. Don't get pressure. Don't develop a hatred. Don't get influence. Learn. Only influence is on the learning. Remember, exercise behavior is like any other behavior. Do for yourself. Do it regularly. Do easier things. Learn complex things later. Don't worry about others. And don't depend too much on Google IQ. Definitely take opinion of experts and enjoy life. Meeting people is very important. आजकल तो कोरोना से meeting people गया, because everybody now we are online. Offline meeting is really reduced. But whenever there is an opportunity, you put a mask here, you put a mask here, you put a mask here, you put a mask here. Now you meet people, no problem. And you maintain your distance at least 1 meter, and you can still meet. Don't be face to face. You sit in at an angle, because coronavirus spreads from one person to one other person. When you sit straight more than 15 minutes without mask, when you talk straight into somebody's face, not only coughing and sneezing, even talking. So you modify this. But definitely meeting people, you must meet very often. And call your classmates and people to your house. You don't run away and sit only all the time in a pub or a hotel. हम लोग तो ऐसे ही करते थे. We had all our classmates in somebody's house. If you want to drink beer, beer at home, drink at home. Don't drink outside. You may drink more outside. You may go out of your behavior. You may meet within a road accident. Dear parents, yes, you be very judicious. Don't be too Hitler attitude person. At the same time, don't be too flexible. You need to have a moderate control on everything. And you are the role model. Gadget has become your kidney. You know, you have kidney, liver, spleen, cell phone. That means this also has become a package of your body. Now see, this man with his children, with all bags, so much of responsibility behind, and he irresponsibly is talking on a phone. अरे गाड़ी रोक के बात करो ना. 3 people are face to face. Each one is separated by Wi-Fi. I have a joke. Wi-Fi has separated wife and I. Nowadays, wife and husband also. You see this lady, wife and husband separated by Wi-Fi. Both of them sitting in front, they are on their phone. You see here, one man is crossing the road. This lady is on phone. He is on road, she is on phone. What is going to happen next minute? We do not know. Don't become sick of gadgets. Yes, you must have a very good phone. Use it judiciously. Have appropriate apps. Use a hand-free phone. Do not put all the time near your head. Your memory will go, hearing will go. Microwave radiation will damage your brain. Very early, you will develop aged symptoms. So, use judiciously. Lot of students have lifestyle habits which are very, very poor. First, most important, my dear parents, I start with the parents, because if parents don't eat food in time, how the hell your child is going to eat in time? The best families in this world are the families who eat breakfast, all of them together before 8 a.m. Remember, if you're eating before 8 a.m., then definitely your family is healthy. And small children, young babies, they watch their mothers eating. If mother is not eating, baby thinks this is not necessary to eat, because mother is only forcibly pushing food into the baby's mouth. Baby thinks it is a force. Remember, a parent or a teacher or anybody, you need to demonstrate. If mother eats one idli and puts one idli to child, then child's brain will record, oh, eating idli is very important part of it. This is, and all these are timing. Timing means a circadian rhythm. That means biological clock. Body runs with a biological clock. Toilet, bath, dressing, eating food, sleeping, exercise, everything runs with a time cycle. Anybody breaks this time. Why people who are in a shift, they have a trouble with their body? Because their biological rhythm is changed. People who do not eat breakfast in time, other foods, they all become obese. खूब सारे मोटे हो जाएंगे वो. People who do not, especially ladies who do not have early breakfast, they all get into hypothyroidism disease. Thyroid gland doesn't function properly. So timely food is related to your life. Then secondly, staple food. Pura Hyderabad today is eating chapati, wheat. But actually Hyderabad is belonging to South India. We are not Aryans. We are Dravidians. All Dravidian staple food is rice. But unfortunately, the doctors, without knowledge of understanding the role of rice, they have advised to have chapatis, wheat. Some say glycemic index, some say glycemic load, some say something. But all the people in the world, 85% eat only rice, and they are much better off than Indians. Whole Japanese eat rice 3 times. They have a least diabetes. We do not understand staple food. That means your regional food. And you have to eat your food in a reasonable quantity. Don't overeat. Instead of eating correctly, we have replaced our food. Regional food is very, very important because your body has a chemistry. Your DNA is all chemistry, electrochemistry. And if you tamper with your chemistry, your physics will change. That is your body. And last but most important, reasonable food. Reasonable food is very important. Full day you're sitting job and you're eating 2 biryanis in a day. Unreasonably too much of food. You must eat a reasonable food. That means smaller quantity, in time, good composition of your food. Remember, nutrition and exercise all have to be done in a proper format. There are a lot of gyms, lot of dietitians, lot of advisors in the WhatsApp, Facebook, so many people advising. And after 38 years of experience, I looked these advisors, 90% of them are wrong. So this is the sad part. If somebody advises you to eat anything, you question them 10 questions. Why should I? How? From where? Where it is written? Who told you? You ask 10 questions. Do not change your food habit. Another most important in most of children is cause and effect. If you're lethargy, if you're obese, if your thyroid gland is not functioning, and lot of young people are getting married, they have no children. Just because some heroine got a child at 35 years, everybody think they can have. As per Gynecology and Obstetrics book, 24-year itself is little late for first baby. Can you imagine? And diabetes, pain. If you do not look after your life, if you do not eat in time, if you're not active person, if you're not a happy person, all that we get is this cycle. All these cause stress, and stress causes all these. This is a kind of a vicious cycle. एक बार ये साइकिल में गिर गया इंसान, बाहर निकलना बहुत मुश्किल है. So don't live for others, only look after others. You live for yourself, your body. Selfishly you look after your body, but all other things you do without selfishness. But one thing you do with the selfishness. తెలుగులో మనం చెప్పాలి అంటే శరీరం గురించి మాత్రము మీ స్వార్థం మంచిది, కానీ వేరే అన్ని విషయాలు స్వార్థం అక్కర్లేదు. When it comes to health, you be very selfish. You look after yourself. Because if you're selfish for your body, then you can be more generous to perform your duties. This is very important. Don't be lethargic. Maintain your good body weight. Check for your thyroids at a young age. And don't get married too late and become infertile. Diabetes is not a big disease where you cannot manage. Don't fear for about it. Do not develop pain because of poor fitness. Do not allow stress to bother you. Handle stress carefully. Cope with the stress. So cause and effect method is very, very important. I want to throw light on gadget sickness is a very, 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 very important. Use judiciously. I am saying not to use cell phone. You must use your cell phone. But more than 3 minutes of if you talk you had a cell phone, it can increase the cell phone temperature by 1 degree centigrade. That can cause a infrared radiation on your eardrum and other temporal lobe of your brain. And most of the androids emit 0.5 to 1.2 gigahertz of microwaves. These microwaves can bombard your brain. And small babies, please, parents, keep them away from Android phones or even Apple phones. The bigger the phone, the more the radiation of microwaves. This is the danger of all these. And develop a good friendship, meeting people, maybe online, offline. Not only meeting people doesn't mean partying only. Nowadays, anybody thinks of meeting, he think of alcohol first. Please, young children, keep away from alcohol because you're starting at very young age. If I see my colleagues, most of them started drinking after 35 years of age. So your effective number of years of consumption of alcohol much lesser than you. Today, an average student of 12th class definitely tasted some beer, some alcohol. And imagine there are bars and pubs open for women for a free wine on one day in a week. What does it mean? They want to encourage women to get drunk and get addicted to it. Lot of women organizations, teachers, parents, they don't oppose these. And they do not understand that tomorrow our own daughters are going to take these free wine on one day in a week. These are the dangers of society. You be very aware. Girls do not consume alcohol at all. In Hyderabad, lots of women and young girls drink alcohol. I have witnessed many times young girls of degree college students getting drunk in pubs, vomiting there. You are giving a chance somebody else to misbehave with you. A girl who behaves properly will not give any opportunity to anybody. You should be cautious. Do not walk across alone in the night. Do not go to the danger places. Do not drink cool drinks, juices. Even if a known person offers in some party, do not drink. You never know, somebody can mix something. Save yourself. Because police forces only can come later, but damage is done. And my dear students, do not worry about your exams. Be always with a fun and joy. Play a lot of games. Be very, very active. Do not sit. Every 1 hour you break your computer sitting. You move around, run around. Every day you run and jog. You have your own garden. I got a Guinness Book of Records, World Book of Records. There's so many records for my garden. For having a single person having 1,000 plants in a 150 square yards. Do you think I have no other work? I am a senior doctor because gardening has been a passion for me since childhood. I have learned from my mother. You also learn good things from your parents. Don't learn smoking or alcohol from your parents if they are involved. So it is quite a complex situation, I realize now. So let us see this slide again. My dear parent, you have to really sacrifice some your productive time for your parent. If you, as a parent, if you cannot look after one child, how can a teacher look after and train 40 children? Is it possible? अरे बाबा, हम एक बच्चे को हम नहीं पाल सकते प्रॉपरली, तो टीचर 40 बच्चों को कैसे पालेगी? ఆలోచించండి. Think. Similarly, my dear students, don't think too much about marks, but learning is important. I asked the other day one girl how to uh, potassium permanganate formula. She didn't tell. A chemistry studied young engineering graduate could not tell me the formula of a potassium permanganate, but I have studied in Telugu medium. I know KMNO4. I asked the other guy, what is the formula of sodium thiosulfate, Na2S2O3. I remember, she didn't remember. So, my dear teachers, please, if there is an opportunity, teach them some practicals, or you have a lot of experience of learning of practicals, and at least share them. How you dissected a frog, how you used your balance, how you used, burette, pipette, vernier calipers, something. These are the things which you cannot forget. Every day you tell them a small story. So, parent, teacher, my dear students, you have come to a nice college today, and so many people are watching today. How you're going to be? Many of you may be Rajendra Prasad or Einsteins or a kind of politician, whatever it is. Do not choose an easy path. Choose a passionate path, what you like, a nice path where you can prove yourself, develop an identity. Your parents should be known by your name. Oh, I am a father of so and so. I am a mother of so and so. Because it's not only marks, socially useful work. This is very important. And our whole country depends on these three people: parent, teacher, student, and of course, institutions. My dear colleges, administrators, I know money making is one side, but all of you are making good colleges and contributing opportunity for education to people. We had only small number of colleges when we were young, but now lots of colleges, lots of different courses. Education institutions are doing good job, but at the same time, make yourself responsible. Please be responsible. Be responsible to provide the correct amount of facilities. Be responsible to pay good to your staff. If you pay more money to your teacher, your watchman, they will do their duties very well. Don't be miser towards your teaching staff. We spend crores of rupees for building, but to give 100 rupees increment for teacher, I have seen colleges, they cry. Even I go as a faculty to greater institutions, they will spend for a small compound wall 10 crore rupees. For a faculty fees, they'll bargain. Sir, only 500, 800. This is not a correct thing. An expert, a teacher, faculty, maybe a guest faculty, they must be given proper amount of fees so that they will provide from their heart good education. After all, everybody is at the end, they work for money. Money is an outcome of your occupation. Education institutions provide good environment, provide a safe environment, provide a sensible education, give good opportunity to your teachers and staff and everybody at all levels, so that they have a very nice coordination between a parent, teacher, student. My dear parents, don't bombard the teachers and lecturers, because it is your responsibility too. You have to eat with your child, you have to exercise with your child, you have to show how good you can dress with your child. And child is watching everybody. All the students are watching everyone, because they're growing in the form of learning. Learning is their growth. So what are we showing the student? I appeal to the whole society. Let us show something to this new student. My dear students, you're all very intelligent. I love you because you are more intelligent than me. And you are more intelligent than yesteryear students, because we didn't have an opportunity to get any information, to get one research review. I had all the time used to go to British Library and search in one book. Today at your fingertip, whole world is there. It's not a fingertip, it's a finger trip. Whole world is there at fingertip. You can reach anywhere. You can go to the moon, Mars. But we need to do a very, very sensible contribution. Learn properly. Learning process is a continuous process. The day a human being stops learning, and it is equivalent to stops living. Einstein rightly said, the day you stop learning, you stop living. Because there is no difference between a stone and a human body when body doesn't learn something new. At least I'm happy because I try to learn every day something new. And people who are going to live long, live healthy, are better learners. And don't develop enmity, don't be angry, be very friendly, create a very, very nice, smooth, ambient environment. Love your nature, get connected to nature, save animals, be sympathetic, be empathetic to people and animals and environment. Education is not just marks and your college and a degree. It is your whole soul responsibility to be a citizen of this nation and a human being on this planet. So, this is my presentation. I am sure all the students are going to not to get stressed, and they're going to really create a wonderful name to their parents, college, and students, and to me also, because I am teaching this lesson today. Orientation is, I am not orienting you to college, I am orienting towards a life. So I stop my presentation here. Yes. Yes, madam, and all the students. If you want to really ask some questions, I am sure I will try to answer some of them.
Sir,
Yeah.
very good morning to you, sir.
Yes.
Sir, thank you for your valuable presentation, sir. It is not only informative and it is knowledgeable to the students, parents, and entire society, I feel, sir. Sir, here a few questions we listed, sir. Shall I ask one by one, sir?
Yes, one by one.
Sir, question number one.
Yes.
Does exercises or sports helps gaining immunity towards corona?
You are absolutely right. Whoever asked this question, it is very important. But one thing you remember, sorry, 1 minute. I take this. Immunity doesn't happen in one night. Lot of people, drinking nimbu pani, eating this fruit, that fruit, this vegetable, thinking overnight you'll get immunity. Immunity is a long-standing process. It'll take time to develop. But since you didn't get any corona now, it's a time to start exercising. What happens is, exercise increases your lymphocytes, T lymphocytes and other lymphocytes. There are a lot of cells in the body, macrophages, lymphocytes. All these have a tremendous, they are like a security guards to your body. So they do fight against the coronaviruses. Even you get infected in the coronavirus, the severity of the virus disease will be much, much lesser. Okay? Next question.
Thank you, sir. Next question, sir. Could you please suggest us in brief timetable and diet for engineering students, particularly girls, sir? This is the question.
Girls, but this is for both sexes. I have no partiality, but still,
Yes, sir.
girls. But this one thing is correct because large number of girls do not eat proper food. So my dear girl students, rule number one, you must not come to college without proper breakfast. Whether you are in a hostel, whether in a school, college, wherever it is there, you must always consume breakfast. Rule number one, breakfast is birthright, lunch is luxury, dinner if you deserve. तो हम लोग हैदराबाद में क्या करते हैं? We have
Yes, sir.
undeserving biryani in dinner time and put on sponge. So breakfast is because that is a time your metabolism is very, very high. The metabolism, what it does is it burns your calories. It segregates department wise. Okay, you go to chemistry department, you go to physics department, you go to storage department, you go to library. So eating rule one, timing of food, and you must carry your dabba if possible. If your parents are there. And my dear parents, if you're listening, your life doesn't complete, your day doesn't finish if you do not give breakfast and eat with the child breakfast and give a proper lunch pack. Because after making a good food by mother only, we still sometimes have a stomach upset. And imagine Tom, Dick, and Harry making a food in hotel. He is not your uncle and auntie. He'll sweat may fall, his nose may fall. We don't know he doesn't. He may scratch and put his hand in atta. Unless there is an emergency, extreme emergency, do not eat outside food. You know, there are units like McDonald's and many other Kentucky and these kind of things. There are a lot of proven stories where their storage technology is so much, one samosa can be stored for 3 months. And it will not smell, it will look very nice, juicy, smelly. So, rule number 1, have food at home. Carry food.
Yes, sir.
And make sure if you're a vegetarian, be a vegetarian. If you're non-vegetarian, be a non-vegetarian. Don't change your food habit. Large number of people are changing their food habit. It's like you cannot change your chemistry of the body. Sodium chloride will remain sodium chloride. You know? Yeah, next question.
Sir, thank you, sir. So next question. Sir, is obesity is because of habits or any genetical aspects, sir? How can we
Obesity?
understand?
Okay. Obesity has 3 reasons. Number 1 reason, high energy intake. That means you're eating more than your requirement. There are some people who have more appetite. They want to eat. In English, there is a word known as a gluttony. Gluttony means voracious eating. Number 2, irregular eating habit is obesity. People, I already told you, if you do not have a breakfast before 8 o'clock, I am sure you're 100% going to become obese. You may look lean now, but at 30 years, the fat metabolism will develop. All adipose tissue will be filled in the body. Number 3, wrong food items, sweets, juice, cool drinks, hotel food, bakery food, all these have a higher calorie intake and they have a less dietary fiber, they have more butter, they have more sugar and a lot of preservatives like sodium benzoate, E122. There are so many preservatives themselves cause adiposity, And third most important is your combination of the food. If you're a rice eater, eat rice only. Don't eat chapati. A lot of dal, you should have a lot of vegetable. If you're a non-vegetarian, have every day 1 omelette. And if you like mutton, eat mutton. Don't worry about red meat and heart disease. You have no connection. And meats and non-veg and cholesterol is no connection. These have been a false information spread in the medical sciences till now. Now, there is no connection between the WHO has ruled out there is no connection between cholesterol and food. So eat your own food. Number 2, some amount of energy we tend to eat little bit extra. That need to be burnt. So you need to exercise at least 30 to 45 minutes, walk, jog, or other activities, gardening, carrying food. If your house is near Bashir Bagh in Abbots, you can walk back to your college. Why do you need a motorcycle? Even from, Koti, Sultan Bazaar, you can come to Stanley College by walking. All around 2 kilometers, you can easily come walking to your college. That saves you petrol money. Your pocket money is more. Next question.
Sir?
Yeah?
Sir. Sir, a girl called Ayesha Siddiqui, and her question is, what are the factors for overweight? Is a parental gene is one of the factors? If so, how can we overcome that gene?
More or less similar question, but only thing I will talk about genes. There is one story. There were two rats with the same obesity gene. This is a real experiment done. Two rats with the same genetic composition. Obesity itself is a gene. Basically, there is an OB gene in our body, which actually is responsible for increasing our body weight. Now, what they did is an experiment. They have put one rat in a cage and they gave him a lot of junk food, this food, that food, everything. And other rat, they put it in a jungle with a leech. And after 3-4 weeks, the jungle rat became like a Bruce Lee, muscular, very, no fat and absolutely clear. But the rat in the cage became like Adnan Swami without weight management. But both rats have same genes. So this experiment actually confirms that genes have very less relation to your obesity. These are the habits, environmental factors which are responsible. Now, for example, if both the parents are extremely obese, think that you in your family, there is an obesity gene is there. But genetically, you may get this gene, but you will not become obese till you become 60, 70 years. That means, but if you start drinking, not exercising, eating wrong food, and eating a lot of sweets, alcohol, all these, if your lifestyle factor is bad, then you may become obese at 30 itself. So genes only give the foundation, but your habits are the buildings on which what you're going to make. Yeah? Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Sir, next question. Is yoga is best or exercise is best? Is it okay to join gym at a young age?
Okay.
I mean, at this age, sir, according to
You
this
asked
question.
all the whole exercise physiology she has asked. Anyway, now remember,
Yes,
let us
sir.
talk about yoga.
Yeah.
Yoga is not an exercise program. Very sad part of yoga is power yoga, speed yoga, jump yoga, kood yoga, dump yoga.
Okay.
I was a student of BKS Iyengar. My BKS Iyengar guru was known as a living god of yoga, but he died a few years ago. What he told, yoga is a part of life, a routine. What is the meaning of yoga? Union of dhyana, a short meaning of yoga. Dhyana, that means your mind. Prana, that means your breathing. And asana, that means your body posture. If you're standing in a bus stand waiting for a bus, you are supposed to stand in a yogic posture. That means Tadasana. You should be in a balanced position. Your body balance, center of gravity should be straight. And your breathing should be nice and calm. You're not breathless. You're slowly breathing in through the nose, breathing out through nose. And if you're running, you breathe out through your mouth also, because you need to breathe out more air. And your brain should be calm. You're waiting only for bus. Your focus should be on waiting for the bus, not this fellow, what is doing, that fellow, what are you doing, I am going to kill him, I am going to snatch him, that girl is nice, that boy is like Amitabh Bachchan. That means the sense of yoga is gone. Yoga is good if you're doing from childhood. And yoga is not an exercise program. I want to warn all these teachers, gyms, all these people promoting yoga as an exercise program is absolutely farce. It is a style of your living. It's a lifestyle. So you must learn yoga, start with the easy things, slowly develop a complex things. But to live, you need an exercise program, aerobic exercise program. Who are the living people in the world, all over the world? Runners, joggers, cyclists, and marathon runners, rowers. That means aerobic exercise, walking, jogging, cycling, rowing. All these are known as aerobic exercises. They make you live longer. At least 30 to 45 minutes of these activities, 5 days a week, are a must for you to live healthy, whether you do yoga or not. And thirdly, some amount of light warm up, some stretching exercises, and your own body strength exercises, some push-ups, abdomen, back lifts, squats, small exercises. Whether you go to gym or don't go to gym, it doesn't matter. Whole of Army, Air Force, Navy, they do not have any gyms, but all of them are much fitter people in the world. Okay? Next question. So you choose what you want. Yes, Gangadharji.
Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, here a few students are asking about the best sleeping schedule and best time to consume. Yes, sir. Best sleeping schedule, sir.
Best sleeping schedule for students, I put it 10:45. Because when we are there, we used to sleep at 10:30, 9:30 also. In fact, when we had no electricity, when I was studying in school, we used to sleep at 7:30. And then electricity came, we started sleeping at 9:30. Then when TV came, we stopped sleeping. Now cell phone came, now nobody sleeps. That's why the question is asking. Sleep is such a natural thing. But keeping your modern scenario, I expect students, if you are an early riser, some students have a habit of early rising, then you sleep early. If you sleep 9:30, then get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, study little bit, have nice bath, do some work, exercise. Still you can go to your school and college before time. But people who late risers, जो 7 बजे उठते हैं, उनका जिंदगी तो बिल्कुल horrible होता है. The later you get up in the morning, you lose the beautiful sunshine. You know, the only living God. I believe in the only one God is in sun. He is the one who's doing duty. Whether Corona is there or not, with Corona, all temples are closed, mosques are closed, but sun didn't close. He's the one who is performing his duties. And because of the sun, the whole universe is breathing oxygen. You know, the food comes from plant only because of photosynthesis. If there is no sun, there is no world. So people who don't look at the sun, they are not looking at the world. So try to get up early morning, try to look at the sun, walk in sunlight, do some breathing exercises, yoga, whatever it is, you do it. Sleep early, wake up early. But there are students who don't like to wake up in the morning. You want to sleep little late, kindly sleep at least definitely before 11:30. What happens after 11:30? Your sleep cycles change. And how much time to sleep? All the students should sleep at least 7 hours. But none of the students are sleeping 7 hours. If you're not able to get a time in night, then please kindly make up that sleep sometime in the day. Okay? And have a nice cup of warm milk that can make you sleep very nice, healthy. And it induces good sleep if you have a cup of warm milk. Okay? I think I have answered this question. Yeah? I can't hear you.
Sir.
Unmute.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sir. Sir, some doctors are suggesting like that 6 hours necessary, 7 hours necessary.
No,
And some
that's what
people
I
are
said. 7
seeing
hours.
very active. Even they have the 3 hours or 4 hours sleep also,
No,
sir.
no,
How can
no.
we understand, sir?
7 hours is a must for student.
Okay.
People who do not sleep 7 hours, especially in your age, you're going to grow old. First, hair is lost, but this hair is lost at 60 years. I am
Yes,
61 years, so I am adjusting my hair to cover up, thoda camera mein sahi rehne ke liye. But my son has lesser hair than mine. You know why? Why lesser hair than mine? Doesn't sleep. And luckily, Gangadhar must be sleeping a lot of hours. He's got good hair here, there, everywhere. And some people hair is shifting from here to here. Thoda log ka hair is shifting from here to here. It is traveling and coming here. Today I have seen a lot of youth. They have no hair here, but they have a lot of hair here. Why? Because beard grows later in age. It's at least 15 years later. That's why you do have a beard and other part. 7 hours you sleep, your chances of getting blood pressure early in life is less. Your chances of getting disease is very, very less. People who less than 6 hours who are sleeping, they're all going to get, they have a 200% risk of hypertension, diabetes, stroke, and early aging process. The skin becomes dry and a lot of folds, they lose hair, they become very aged at 30 years. I've seen many people who come to me, my patients who come for a back pain and neck pain, because today my job is to save people from operations of back and neck. I've saved more than 6,000 people. Who are these people? Mostly the young people who don't sleep. They have no sleep more than 6 hours at all. They are in a pathetic stage at 32 to 38 years. So sleeping is very, very, very important and fixed time. But you have no chance, sleep in daytime 1 hour. Small naps also enough. Yeah, Gangadhar.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. And the question from Ritika is there is a need for us to exercise if we already at ideal weight?
Yes, exercise is a lifestyle measure. We are not exercising to maintain our weight. A lot of people think exercise only for obesity and weight. It is not. Exercise is to maintain your health. If you don't exercise, only 3 months, if you don't do any activities and exercise for 3 months, please make a note in your diary. After 3 months, you're going to lose your muscle every day 8 grams. If you don't exercise, if you don't do any activities, you're going to lose your muscle protein every day 8 grams after 3 months of inactivity. And especially girls, if you don't exercise, you're going to lose 1.5 grams of bone every week after 3 months of inactivity. And over 10 years, people lose around 1 kilo of muscle and 3 years of their life. So, my dear, whoever asked questions, you very dangerous questions. Whether you are ideal weight, you are a beauty queen, or very healthy, without exercise, you'll become old very, very fast. So, remove this question from your mind.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir, in streaming, Sai Pallavi is asking
Yes.
if we have more than 7 hours sleep,
Yes.
what will happen, sir? What are the consequences?
Now, you have to examine two things here. There are some people who need little more sleep. I have my own sister. If she doesn't sleep 9 hours, she'll become irritable. She becomes very tired. Then actually, whole of my childhood, my father used to throw water on her bed because she never used to get up. Now she is in US, still there, she sleeps. Very, very few people whose need for sleep is slightly more. But you need to identify when you don't sleep that much, is it causing a physiologically problem to your body, you're getting tired, exhausted, and some other problems. But ideally, if you sleep more than 8 hours a day, then you tend to become lethargic. Lethargy means laziness. Laziness means more body weight gain. These are the people who are going to suffer from boredom in life. These are the people who cannot take a decision in time. These are the people who cannot have a good reaction time in cases of emergency. Unless your body says, I want more sleep, please do not sleep more than 8 hours in any case. Small babies need 8 to 10 hours, and students like you need at least 7 hours, and 60 years people like us need at least 6.5 hours. There is nobody who needs less than 6 hours. 6 hours is cut off. Okay?
Sir, thank you very much, sir. And Kusuma is asking a question: how to focus and concentrate while studying, and tips to remember what we study. Can you explain, sir?
I will give you 3 points. When you put your book in front, when your focus is going because of the diversion, your mind is diverted, and
Sir,
you
correct.
think of the bus stand, college, teacher, because brain has a lot of thoughts. One simple procedure I'll tell you: you take a white paper, any thought you get, you write it off. Once it is downloaded on a paper, it won't come again. Now, every day you do few days, first your thoughts will come down to paper. So you will not getting these thoughts. This is a very serious training I am telling. It's a secret actually. Number two, think of two things. I am losing my focus from studies. Think the consequences of what is going to happen. If I perform very well in exam, if I get good marks, My teacher will praise my name in front of everyone. My college will put my photograph in their campus. My parents will going to give me a lot of gifts and rewards. My boyfriend, girlfriend will like it. And I may get a lot of gifts, my relatives. What a nice thing. So let us study back. So your thoughts have gone. Think of the positive side. If you study with focus, what can benefit you? So first line was downloading on paper. Second is you think all this. Third things I'll tell you. If you don't perform, what will happen? Just think. Mother will feel unhappy. Father will feel unhappy. All your colleagues may feel unhappy. You may lose admission in a good college. Your colleagues may cross you, overtake you, and go away. You may be left behind. Your principal may abuse you. Your teacher may feel very upset. Is it worth losing this concentration? Come on, Kusuma, no. Okay, come on, put a book again, read. So whenever your mind loses your diversion, think of these things. I have told you the secrets of learning, secrets of refocusing. Same thing we tell our sports person, to refocus your brain so that you get back to your focus very easily. Is it clear? I am sure, Kusuma, you're going to get your focus back. Don't worry why I am losing my focus. What you should not do is, I am losing my focus. I am not able to study. Don't think. You practice these 3 drills, you will succeed. Yeah, Gangadhar.
Thank you, sir.
I think you should also use this to tell your students.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a very, very, very important, sir. Particularly for faculty, sir.
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. Sir, one more question, sir, from Lata. Is stress and strain leads to diabetic? Nowadays, I observed that even the young age people also getting diabetic. How can we understand, sir?
Very good question. What is diabetes? Diabetes means your metabolism is defective because there is one hormone, insulin. It's not secreting properly in your body, or it may be in your body, but it is not working properly. These are 2 reasons. One is insulin dependent diabetes, where you have to replace insulin. Second is you have other diabetes, non-insulin dependent, because of insulin is defective. Now, there are risk factors for diabetes. One is the extreme body weight. If your body weight is normal in a younger age group, your risk of getting diabetes is much lesser. Secondly, if you're inactive, you never exercise, you hate exercise, then your chances of getting diabetes is very, very high. Thirdly, if your eating habits are very irregular, but that doesn't mean if you eat sugar, you get diabetes. That is a wrong myth. Or if you eat rice, you get diabetes. That is not correct. If your eating habits are irregular, that means you're not eating time, you're not focusing correctly, your constituents of your thali is not complete, then there is a chance that your body is continuously on metabolic stress and you may develop a diabetes. Actually, it's indirectly, it is creating stress. If you don't eat in time, it causes a metabolic stress in the body because of poor digestion, poor assimilation, poor energy turnover. If you don't exercise, your all important hormones like growth hormone, thyroid hormone, insulin, and parathormone, there are so many useful hormones like testosterone, estrogen, their all secretions will go down. And happiness hormones like endorphin, encephalin, melanin, they also go down. So what happens? So it causes stress, a hormonal stress in your body. And good exercising people get a good sleep. Lack of sleep itself can increase all stress hormones in the body. So it is not one cause. There are a lot of multiple factors. We call them in a nutshell, lifestyle management. So lifestyle is not a styling of a dress or a body. It's a quality of life, how you lead. All these, if you're not okay, you are definitely, maybe your body may be stressed. And once you're stressed, a person's risk of getting diabetes will increase. And don't think this will happen at 30 years, 40 years. It can happen even at 20 years also. That's why the whole this lecture orientation program for you is to improve your life. Okay? There is a risk of stress because of your wrong life.
Sir, thank you, sir. Sir, one question from personality development, it seems. In your first slide, sir, one point is there related to the positive attitude, sir. How should we develop a positive attitude in our lives, sir?
I'll tell you a simple example. In my house, lot of aquariums. You can see behind, no? One aquarium here. There are some special fish are there in this. Now, in earlier how to understand our attitude is very important. I will tell you why. In initial days, when any small fish dies in the aquarium, my wife and son used to feel very upset. They used to feel upset. Are machli mar gaya, are chepa sachipoyinde. Then I had to tell one story. Human body is supposed to live 100 years. Your body is designed to live 100 years. But how many years we are living? 60, 40, 80, 70, 90. Is everybody living 100 years? No. Fish also same. One fish may have polio, other fish may have diabetes in compared with the human being. Other fish may die of accident. Other fish may not be eating food properly. So fish also like this, the life is not certain. So if you look at the attitude, then we stopped worrying. Okay, fish has died, the fish is dead because maybe having some problem, we do not know, because we cannot create everything required for this fish. Same thing is life. You may write your question very nicely, answer wonderfully, but teacher may not like, sometimes may give less marks, even if it is right. Because the mindset of a teacher, what the style of answer is expected from teacher may be entirely different when you compare to your teacher's requirements. So what is attitude towards life is what you think may not happen. Then you get upset. Then you start behaving negatively. For a small thing you're trying to do. But if you look at a small thing as a small thing, then whole even bigger problems look you to smaller. How to be positive? I will tell you. When you are upset with a small thing, you think of the others who have a major issues. Then you look at your problem is small. Then your attitude towards your problem, instead of fear, you will think, okay, TK, that's okay. It happens. You may lose hair at one age. You may become older after 60 years. You may lose strength sometimes. These are the part of the life. Somebody dies with corona in old age. Yes, it's okay. Thirdly, this is the understanding, accepting your life, then automatically you start behaving differently. Your attitude from negative to it become positive. Then secondly, how to cultivate positive attitude. Now, if you ask me something, sir, can you give me one plant? I will say, oh, okay, no, I won't give you. Also an answer. Or I may say, yeah, give me 1 week's time. Let me search. And if there is small sapling, I will give you. That means I have created hope in that person. This is a positive attitude. Instead of saying straight away, nahi ho sakta. Suppose you have become an IAS officer, you have your subordinate clerk. If he brings one thing, you say, what very nonsense, you have not done this much also. He will say, what nonsense here? Anything I write, this man says. But if the same person, if you say, Are, Swami, your writing is good here. Today you made 2-3 mistakes. You're wonderful. Your English is so good. Can you remake it? Swami will be very, very, very happy. He will go and he will spend another hour. He will not go home, but he will make your paper and give you back. Positive attitude is all what you speak positive. Don't use negative words. No, cannot happen, cannot be done. So it is difficult to become a positive. So what you do is you practice a drill of not using no words. If you say, I cannot come, you can say, I will try to come tomorrow. It is a positive. But I can't come today is a negative. I won't do it, negative. But I will try to do it, positive. But you have to do it. Then only your positivity will maintain. Positive attitude cannot come from somewhere. It is your environment. If you're with the negative people who are talking all the time, that's why make sure in your group at least 2-3 people who talk sense, who talk always positive. Hey, theek hai yaar. Fail hone se life doesn't end. So what if you lose 1 year in your examination? You can always pass next year. So developing a positive attitude, it all depends upon what drills you practice. Okay? I am sure you will inculcate these drills. Yeah, any 1 or 2 questions, last questions? Our time is up.
Sir, so many questions are there, sir. Because of time consideration, actually, we are going
No
to
problem,
stop
1 or 2
the
questions, no
session,
problem.
sir.
Ask 1 or 2 questions, no problem.
Sir.
Yeah.
One student is asking about the migraine type of headache, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, migraine disease happens in extremely rare. What you talk about migraine is not a migraine. The only 2 reasons or third reason. Number 1 reason is your sleep is inadequate. If you're getting a headache, you check back your sleep. Did you sleep well that day? Your room was too cold or it was too hot. You are not able to sleep because of some noise disturbance. You check back. One is sleep is a cause. If it is there, you make up your sleep. Then number 2, your early morning food intake. Your early morning, the moment you wake up, you please eat 1 banana or some small snack, or you have a breakfast, early breakfast. Probably you'll improve your migraine. Even then, if it happens, then you wait. Thirdly, food intolerance. When your food is not digested properly in your body, it can also cause a mild headache. You may feel it's a migraine, and people even some vomit. So you check back these 3 for several times. I am sure it is not a migraine. It is out of these 3 reasons. Yeah.
Sir.
Next question.
Sir.
Fast.
Sir, thank you.
So that
Sir,
I'll, 1 or 2 minutes, we'll definitely try to clear some questions. Read up fast.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you very much, sir. Sir, further, we are not considering no more questions, sir. Yes, sir. Many questions are there, sir. But I would like to suggest all my dear students and
Yeah.
yes, sir.
You
Yes,
give
sir.
them my email ID.
Yes, sir. Email ID and YouTube channel.
My YouTube channel also, so that
Yes, sir.
all the
Yes, sir.
questions are asked in many of. Let them subscribe my
Yes,
videos
sir.
and many
Videos.
times they send me mail.
Yes,
Although
sir.
I cannot answer immediately, but definitely I'll answer sometime.
Yes, sir.
So you're
Yes,
a very
sir.
nice student. You start for some time, and I am
Yes, sir.
sure you're going to use these and apply in your life and become very nice citizens. And do
Yes,
not
sir.
become burden to your parents, and do
Sir.
not become burden to your teachers. And no, every parent and teacher should be proud of you. Oh, we have produced this student. He is bringing. It's not only a job and money. Name comes from your good behavior and how people look at you with a good attitude towards your life and society, and what you have contributed. This is important. You may become an IAS officer and then become a corrupt. What is the use? You may become some job holder, earn a lot of money for yourself. It's not going to make us happiness. What you have contributed to society, people, nature, and Mother Planet. So God bless you. All the best. And thank you, Gangadhar, and other teachers of your principal and your faculty who given me this opportunity to speak to face. I am sure you will share the link of this our
Sir,
speech on
sir.
your channel also, which will share with others. Thank
Sure,
you.
sir. Sure, sir. Let
Bye-bye.
me extend my sincere thanks to Dr. S. Bhaktiar Chaudhary Garu, a esteemed doctor in India, and he delivered not only personality development aspects, he delivered about health and nutrition, attitude, so many things he explained in his lecture. Sir, on behalf of the induction committee 2020 Stanley College of Engineering and Technology for Women, we are sincerely extending our thanks to you, sir. And on behalf of our faculty members, we are extending our thanks to you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. and I request all my students, please go through the Bhaktiar Chaudhary YouTube channel and subscribe it, and you may find many health related videos in the YouTube channel, and you may take the number also. I'll read out the number of Dr. Bhaktiar Chaudhary, 800-812-3940.
Do not
Thank you
call
very
to
much,
work.
sir. Sir.
Thank you. All the best. Bye.
Sir. Thank you very much, sir. And my dear students, now our session will continue. Now I request our beloved head of the department, Dr. V. Anuradha Garu, doctor's mother and doctor-in-law's mother-in-law, her daughter and daughter herself a doctor. Madam, please continue your session. Sir, Bhaktiar sir, you may leave the meeting, sir.
Hello, am I audible to you girls? Am I audible? This is okay. Yeah, hope I'm audible to you. Okay, thank you. I'll sit there. Yeah? Okay, right. Okay, right. So I believe the session was very good. I can see lots of questions for you. So if time permits, I'm going to answer a few of your questions on your pains, your knee pain, your headaches and stuff like that. So we have to go with one by one. Like you know, today is the day 5th of our session and tomorrow is day 6. So our general induction program will conclude tomorrow. And from then you have a break for 4 days, girls. That is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Again, Wednesday we are going to resume. This is going to be a core induction program. Now you will be allotted to your respective groups. All CSC girls will be dealt by the respective department. Similarly, ECE, CME, AID, the department people will tell you more on your core branch, about the importance of that core branch and stuff like that. Okay. So now you will have classes from second, third, and fourth. Again, fifth is a Saturday, and then Sunday. From 7th onwards, you will have your classwork. Okay. So when it comes to classwork, as I already told you, this is a complete online classes, and we are going to have it on the same BBB platform, the one that I'm using now to address you on the YouTube. Okay. But then here, when it is an absolute BBB for all of us, a link will be given to you. You are supposed to log in with the temporary ID that we gave you. Okay. So this is going to be used, in fact, right from this core training itself. So if at all you have any issues, you can actually tell us, so that will help us. So let us see that we will have without any technical hassles, we will have our classes. Okay. Now there are lots of questions by the students. I'm so overwhelmed that you are very enthusiastic. And another thing is that I can see that some of you are over enthusiastic. You would like to know a lot of things. And we can see that especially mine and Pragati ma'am, conveners, WhatsApps are flooded with your messages. So here I'm going to answer certain things, whatever is important for you right now, because there is no point of knowing certain things which we are not going to deal with at all. Okay. So first, let me tell you about what is that we are going to have. Already I told you that you are divided into Group A and Group B, because once you are coming back with your regular classwork from December 7th, that is Monday. Okay, you will have regular classes, but then we are clubbing it like this. Okay, CSC will be one exclusive classroom, EC is one exclusive classroom, and IT is going to be clubbed with AI and DS, and then CME is going to be clubbed with Triple E. And let me tell you why we have done like this, because now you are into Group A and into Group B. Okay, so CSC, CME, and Triple E will come into one category, which is called as Group B. Group A has ECE, and then IT, and AI and DS. Okay, that is AI. So totally 3. That is the reason, because your syllabus is going to be one in that particular semester. We have clubbed you that way, and you will be given your links on your respective WhatsApp groups, and you just have to click on that in order to access. Okay, right. Now let's look at what is that curriculum, because most of you are asking me what am I going to read, which group am I into, and stuff like that. So you are into a curriculum which is called as a semester. So semester means 6 months. So ideally you are going to have every 6 months one end exam. Okay, and this is you are into a curriculum which is called as AICTE model curriculum. And then I will tell you later what are the subjects that you have in Group B and Group A. Let me tell you. And again, one more thing is that your almanac has been released by the university. So the almanac says that our classwork should start sometime in the second week of December. So anyway, we are starting it on December 7th. And then, of course, lots of things. You don't need it right away about mid-1 exams, mid-2 exams and stuff like that. And then to tell you in a nutshell, you are going to finish your first semester by the end of April, okay, sometime April and May. And your second internal is going to start from 10th of May. Okay, you're going to start your second semester, which means you will finish all your theory exams, you will finish all your lab exams, and you are going to start your second semester. And then you are going to take your exams, everything. We are going to 2021 because, okay, 2021 anyway. Next Jan in a month, we are going to 2021. And then from May 10th to, okay, September 13th, you're somewhat like in the second week of September, you will have your theory exams, and then your next academic year, that is, you will go to your second year sometime in the first week of October. So it's something like you're starting this year, academic cycle is getting postponed. You know the reason, big reason, and maybe university will take care of how that can be again reduced by the time you go to your fourth year. So here at this juncture, I want to tell you one thing very, very clearly, girls, because usually there are certain misconceptions from your side, thinking that there will be a reduction in the syllabus or you may not have exams. Now, for your information, theory exams are going on. Your immediate seniors are taking their have already taken their math exam, and their lab exams are scheduled. So everybody is taking their exam. There is no reduction in the syllabus. Please remember, let anything happen. Okay, you will have your schedule as usual, and you will have your classes as usual. And for your information, there is something like, let me tell you, because this is from the university. I'm not going to share you right away because, as I said, when needed, I'm going to give you. But let me just read you the last point here. In view of extended lockdown for offline instructions, the faculty can compensate the loss of classwork by taking extra classes on Saturdays and on Sundays also. So let's all get prepared for this. So we have to just work on it, go on a marathon, because you know that everything has been postponed, deferred. But then please, if at all you have any misconceptions that there may not be any classwork, there may not be any labs, so that is all, please. You have to shed all those whatever people are telling you, and you may be wondering, how am I going to do my lab? So for your information, our college has made all software arrangements. All your CSC, that is those who are going to do C and C++, you will have your online lab sessions. And then even AutoCAD, you are going to have your online. Of course, English, you will have your online sessions. Okay. And BW is also planning to make it online. Okay. Going to give you a virtual feel. So coming to physics and chemistry, of course, there's going to be a little problem, but then there is going to be a solution for that. Okay, so please bear this in your mind. So you have to treat yourself that you are in this curriculum and get yourself acclimatized, because I know it is very difficult to concentrate on your studies sitting at home with a lot of there is a lot of things to actually divert you, distractions. So this is little difficult, I do understand, but then you know, girls, that we have been so used to this kind of environment since March. So I think you will be very comfortable in facing it. Okay. So this is what I want to tell you. Already I told you what is Group A and Group B. And somebody is asking about college timings. Right now you don't need it, but let me just tell you, we work from 9 to 4:30. We do have college buses. We do have hostel facilities. So I'm not going to give you more details on it. So please don't start pinging on us on our personal walls. Is the bus to this route? Is the bus to that route? Because once the time comes, we will tell all details to you. Okay. So right now, as until we get instructions from the government to take on offline classes, we will continue to meet only virtually. Okay, so and another, you do have library facility here, but you can access library only after you get your ID cards, and we are not going to encourage everyone to be here in one go. So we will divide you into slots. Then we will ask you to visit the library, because we are just waiting for certain formalities to be over, your induction program to be over. So when you are coming back with your regular classwork, we will definitely give you a virtual tour of a college, virtual tour of a library. We are going to tell you, and then how to access, all details will be given. So you can, in fact, visit college personally on a prior appointment, because we are going to tell you which particular branch can come or which particular class can come. All details will be shared to you, girls. Okay.
What you should be buying?
Yeah. So there is another question like, I want to buy the books. I really appreciate your enthusiasm. Truly, I'm so overwhelmed that you are so keen on learning. I appreciate it. I tell you, from the bottom of my heart, plus but do wait, because let your respective class teacher, the subject teacher, address you, because you know that you are no more into your junior college, you are into your engineering, and in engineering you do not have any prescribed textbook. For that matter, English subject itself doesn't have a prescribed textbook. So what one faculty follows, the other faculty might not follow. Everything is so customized. So do not buy the books until we give a nod to you, because that's going to really cost you. And another important thing is that we do have the availability of books in our campus, in our library. So like only when the teacher says it's mandate for you to buy a book, you buy, because these are very expensive. These are not like your intermediate books, may be very expensive. It may not be really useful, because you are going to use it only for one semester. So don't buy the books immediately until we tell you. Okay.
Timings for online classes.
Yeah, so I'm coming to that, because already I'm with the timetable. I'm going to share that. So now, as I told you that we are going to be there for the classes from December 7th. Okay, I do have all the timetables ready, and I'm going to put it on your groups. Okay, so this will be shared to you. So when you look at it, you can see that, okay, you can see that there are a lot of blanks, right? So this tells you that you are going to be there, like something like 4 fours are how much? 16. So you will have only 16 to 18 classes a day. It's been scheduled in a way, okay? And you might be wondering how come you have very less classes, because especially in the first semester and in the second semester, you have very less subjects. But this is something like you know that until your primary you will have very less syllabus, but once you go to your higher classes, you have lots of subjects to study. In the same way, in the first year and in the second year, you have not many subjects to study. That is how we made it. Usually you might be wondering, then what am I doing when I come to college? So for your information, this is just the theory schedule that I'm just showing you here, girls, because we haven't added labs. Okay, once we add all the labs, once we add the sports sessions, once we add the library sessions, and there is something called certification classes like NPTEL, then you have something called sports tutorial and other additional, like what we call is as tutorial classes and mentoring classes. This is going to be get filled. Okay, so because as we are just theory, you just have your schedule this way, which means once you are here, physically you're going to have a different schedule, but then you might be having only 5 days a week in the first semester, or maybe in the second semester also, because you don't have many subjects to do. Okay, again, this depends on how we are going to manage, because if we are in the rush to complete, because it's like I told you, now our experience is told that we have to be prepared little ahead of everything, because we do not know how the schedule is going to change. Because one thing, as I told you, is very, very sure that there is no reduction of syllabus. We are supposed to complete everything. That means that we should be really fast in taking up all the classes. Okay, I think this is very, very clear. Now, you might be wondering, then how am I going to manage? How am I going to take the exams? Okay, one good thing as of now, one good thing as of now is that there is a wide choice in your question paper. For example, out of 10 part A questions, now otherwise it's a no choice. You have to take up all 10, but then now you can just take 5 out of 10. And then coming to part B, usually you have to, out of 7, you should write 5, but now you can just write 4. So you have certain flexibility, and I hope the flexibility continues, but let anything, we are already prepared. Okay, right. So this is ready with me. So I'm just going to review the subjects for you, because you are very keen on knowing what subjects are given. Now, first, I'm going to read for CSC, CME, and for EEE. So those girls, please make a note of it. You have Mathematics 1. So remember, you have Mathematics 1, you have Mathematics 2, and you have Mathematics 3. Maybe you have Mathematics 4 also in the other semesters. Okay. You have M1, and then you have Chemistry, remember, you will do chemistry in the first semester, and in the second semester, you are going to do physics. Okay. And then you have this important subject, which is called as programming for problem solving, which is C and C++. This is again, it will be done by the other people in this. Okay, anyway, I will tell you. And then you have, I was telling you about mandate subjects, essence of Indian traditional knowledge. So this is a mandate subject, okay, given across the country, and a very important and very interesting subject, okay. And then you have another subject about environmental science, how environment is so important now, you understand, and pandemic has told us how always we do not have control over that, our environment. So this is so important. So these are the subjects that you are going to study this semester, and you do not have English as a part of your syllabus, but then you will have one English subject just to be on. Okay, just to brush up your basics and fundamentals. Okay, this is there. And then chemistry, you have a lab. PPS, you have a lab. Okay, you have 2 labs here. Yeah, that's all. You have only 2 labs. So this is for CSE, and I told you for CME and for EEE. Now ECE, this is a group A. So what are the branches under this? You have ECE, then you have IT, and you have new branch, that is AI. Okay. Now here, what are you going to study this semester? You are simply swapping, girls. What one group studies, the other group will do in. What you study in SEM 1, the other group will do it in SEM 2. What these people do in SEM 2, you are going to read it. Finally, at the end of the academic year, everyone, all first year girls will finish all the subjects. I think that is very clear to you. Okay, right. So what are you going to study here? M1, math is common for all. Okay, this is one common subject. So here you are going to read physics. You will have chemistry in the next semester. Correct. So you have physics, and you have another very important subject which is called as basic electrical engineering. So this particular subject will be dealt by EEE department, and previously I said C and C++, that will be taught by respective IT department or by the CSE department you will have. Okay, and then this particular semester you have one mandate subject which is called Indian Constitution. Now this is again national level, very important subject, because as citizens we have to know about our constitution. This is a mandate subject, and then you are going to have another one which is again English. It's not part of your syllabus, and then you have it. Okay, now coming to the second year, I said it's a simple swapping, but then you will have English for all 10 sections when you are going to your second semester. Okay, so that is all. I hope your doubts are being resolved. I'm just going to give you a feel of this. Okay, I think I'm not showing it properly. I said I'm going to share it, girls. Okay, so no worries, and do wait until share it, because maybe if I need to make any small changes or modifications, I'm going to share this only in the first week of December. Okay, and then your respective teachers will address you. They will give you an insight into the importance of the subject, and about what unit meant by, what chapters meant by. Okay, about your mid 1, mid 2, because in one semester you will take 2 internal exams, what we call as mid 1 exam and mid 2 exams. Okay, and then you also have another one called as quiz. You will have assignments. Okay, so lots of things will be shared by your respective teachers in your class.
They're asking about the labs.
Okay, right. So this is an important question about the labs. So far we are not scheduling for the labs, thinking like hopefully you will all be back and we are going to be together, okay, in one place physically, so that we can schedule your labs. But let's look at what's going to happen in this December and what our government is going to say. So depending on it, we are going to arrange your virtual lab classes also. So as of now, I do not have. Maybe like once we start on this, I can say something like towards the end of December or so, we are going to take a call on having the virtual lab classes or the physical classes, because now permission has been given to the PG students and for the research scholars to visit college, and also to the final year students. So far, we do not have any kind of instruction towards having you on the campus. So right now, we may not have it. Okay. And then a very important thing is, see, once you are into your classes, we are going to put you under a mentor. Every 20 students will have one mentor, so that you will be talking to the mentor. Okay. And then we have a mentor form. Actually, I wanted to share that to you, show you how it looks like. So this mentor form is one record that you are going to have it throughout your 4 years, which tells about you, which tells about your strengths and weaknesses, about it's kind of your attendance, okay, whether you're regular or not, about your mid semester marks, and every other detail. So I'm just contemplating whether because you cannot right away write it. So I'm just contemplating whether you will have a small presentation about you, okay, giving a kind of self interaction about you, your name, your parents, your hobbies and stuff. Okay, you want to talk about your weakness and strength. I'm still working on it, so because I'm not sure how I'm going to manage so many hundreds of students sending me on your WhatsApp, and then how we make it as a movie. Still, we are working on it. So you can also give me if you have any suggestions on it, girls. Please tell me how we are going to meet virtually, because even in our BBB platform that we are going to meet, we will not be able to see one another, because of course it is possible, but then it's going to really consume your mobile or your internet data. So usually there'll be some other technical issues if you want to see one another. So we are just working on it. So let us see how we are going to meet. But then I believe it is very important. I can see that you are very, very interested to know who is on the group, and then some kind of similarities that we want to know. But let me work on it. I'm just working on it. Okay. So any other questions, please put it on that. So sir is going to tell me.
Is there any foreign languages?
Yeah, so this is one important question, especially one girl has been asking me about the foreign languages. Sorry, I could not answer you. See, we are planning to go for an MOU with EFLU, okay, to introduce at least 2 courses. So maybe we haven't decided whether that's going to be French and Spanish, or Spanish and Japanese. We haven't decided, but then we will have it. Already we have taken appointment from the VC, IFU, and we have already told him that we need to have the classes on our campus, because now everything is going online. There's absolutely no problem at all. You can just access it, but we are going to work on it, because we will definitely have 1 or 2 foreign languages. That's for sure. But then we have to look at the other technicalities, because this is if you giving us permission, then facilitating. It will take a while, but then we will have it. No worries about it.
Online classes timings.
Yes, that's a very important question. So about your online classes, girls, we have done it in a way that your online classes technically will start from 9 o'clock, okay? And then you have until 5 o'clock. But to tell you, not every student is going to be there from 9 to 4. No, it's not like that. You will be mostly, you are either in the morning session, what to show? You are either in the morning session, or you're in the you're either in the morning session or in the afternoon session, because I told you technically you will have only 16 classes. So you look at it, your class will start at 9 o'clock. Okay, if it is starting at 9 o'clock, you have it only until 1 o'clock. In case it is starting from 1 o'clock, you have it until 5 o'clock. We are doing it this way because we don't want to have a lot of burden on the server, because that might get crashed. having so many classes. So we are looking at the technicality. Okay. So another important thing is that attendance is taken on this BBB. So for your information, this is a digital classroom where the teacher has to give you permission in order to enter the class. You will be on a room called a waiting room. Okay. So the teacher will give you access until certain time. And if you're not coming after that time, so teacher can stop you from attending, which means you are an absent to that class. So here my request is please be there, okay? Whenever you have a class, whatever time you have it. And I really hope and pray that at 9 o'clock, your spick and span completely neat. I mean, you're not just up from your bed. You have taken your bath, you have eaten your breakfast, and you're sitting at your whatever you have. You have a desktop, you have a laptop, you have a phone, and like maybe if you have your siblings as school children, they are in the uniform. So I'd like to see you, because maybe if there is a possibility, I might be asking you. I want to see you, right? So please, that is very important, because I believe the doctor, the session that you had, he told you how one has to maintain a very healthy life. So definitely, we'll be very disappointed if you're on your bed and you just log in, okay? And it is your headphones which are listening and not you. Okay.
You all asked the suggestion, Mona. They're asking for a virtual communication program to get to know each other in their classrooms.
Yes. Actually, I know that I'm working on that, because it's like kind of an impossible, for example, for all CSE students to meet or IT students to meet. But then we have an idea. The idea is first we will have a small video of every girl. Maybe you can just take a minute, not more than that, a minute or a two, to introduce about yourself, and you will send it to us, maybe on WhatsApp. This is all maybe, okay? So once this is done, we will just make a video and we will stream it. You will watch it. So at least you will, okay, this is the girl, this is the girl, this is the girl. And then on the virtual classrooms, okay? So this will be done as a part of our English class, because there we need to have the interaction. So there we will try to see one another, meet one another, interact with one another, girls, because we are doing our best in making you feel comfortable. Have you got any questions? Okay, so there are certain questions. I was watching Bhaktiar Chowdhury sir's class. People were asking about, I have a headache, and then I have back pain, I have eye issues. Okay, so I'm just going to give you some tips as an experienced person who has had all these problems. Okay, and as a mother of a doctor, because my daughter is a doctor. Okay, so I have certain experience, and above all, very importantly, I was the patient of this Dr. Bhaktiar Chowdhury. And I want to tell you one thing, girls. Okay, coming to your headache, definitely, it's very unfortunate that you are always with your headphones, because you cannot just have the speakers on, because that's going to be a disturbance for the entire family. I do understand, but listen at one moderate volume, so that you will not have headache. It's very, very important. And another important question that I saw, that you have this very dry eyes, okay, or watering in the eyes. So that's a very common problem when you are watching screen for a long time. So you get these drops in the medical shop. Just these are called for the dryness in the eyes. So this anyone can take from the medical shop. Just they are meant to give you some comfort with the eyes. So this is like instead of that, usually what you can do is, I'm just giving you some tips. Okay, this is rose water. I do that. So when I feel that rose water, maybe you have to put it in the fridge. Take it, put it on a cotton swab, put it on your eyes. That's going to give you comfort. I think all you girls know about using Hira. You have to resort to something like this, because Otherwise, it's really going to give you problem, at least when you age, okay? And then somebody is asking, is it mandatory to do exercise? What a question. Okay, so the answer is yes, it is a mandatory exercise, because now you put a question to yourself, how much work are you doing at home? If you are kind of a girl who does that sweeping, mopping, all the house chores, it means you're doing a lot of work and you don't need special exercise. But I know how most of the girls do that, right? You're up from the bed maybe 8 o'clock, which means you have to have your mandate exercise. So you have to have, if you cannot afford going for a morning walk outside, you know that there are lots of things that you can do at home. Please do all of that. So coming to your knee pain, coming to your back pain, I was so amazed to see that some girls were asking questions and others were giving answers. Like, you should do this, like you have to maintain good posture. It's nice that you are also taking the side of the doctor and giving the answers. Yes, of course, a good posture is needed. That's why I say you have to sit upright. Okay. You have lots of videos on how to maintain the right posture. I believe Dr. Bhaktiar Chaudhary himself has, being a specialty in sports medicine. You can watch some of his videos to help you. So very, very importantly, the other one was asking, we get all this knee pain. So especially being a woman, you should have good calcium. So that's very important. You have to eat good protein food, good calcium. That's something that you should do. Okay. So somebody was asking, very amusing question, what shampoo I should use for my hair. So do you think shampoo alone will solve the issue? No, it's not going to solve. So you have to give good nutrition first to yourself, which is going to help you to have good hair. Okay, and then you can talk about how you will maintain. So importantly, have good food. Okay, very nutritious food, and then I think all the problems will be solved once you do it. So I would conclude the session, because I think now all your doubts have been solved. So let me ask your convener, ma'am, if they are asking any questions. Is it an app they are asking? Which one is an app? BBB is not an app. It is a software tool. It's a software platform. Okay. Just like our Zoom, just like our Google Classroom, big blue button. This is one software that we are going to use, because this is giving us a lot of comfort in handling the classes. Because once you get acclimatized in a lot of classes, you will feel very comfortable in this particular BBB tool, and then I think you will be able to really attend the classes regularly. So I'm going to send you answers for all the quizzes. And I believe today's session was abruptly ended because you guys were still doing your aptitude, which definitely consumes a lot of time. So maybe I was actually requesting Madam again to give you access to answer. Okay, so that will be given to you. And let me tell you, I'll tell Madam to give access at 2 o'clock. That would be ideal. So again, from 2 to 2:30, you will have the access. In case you want to do it, you can actually do it and submit. And tomorrow you have English. It's a general English one. And then I'm going to speak about English class tomorrow, followed by, yeah. What is Moodle for? Okay, right. I will tell you. So then we have a very important on what is tomorrow's lecture? Yes, tomorrow's lecture about environment. So about how to sustain our global environment. Again, very beautiful session. Please don't miss it. Okay. So one question, what is Moodle? Moodle is, again, it is our college software platform. So this, we will tell you more details about Moodle when you have to take your assignments. Okay. Right now, I don't want to give you so much that you cannot digest. Okay. You should only chew what you can digest. That's why we are not giving you more information. So that's all for today, girls. So thank you very much. Again, see you tomorrow. Okay, good day to you. Thank you.